She knows what's going on. Sit back, laughing at what she did to this man and his family. And you inserted yourself and you made money out of this shit and did a book. And then you're going to say the book wasn't about R. Kelly, but the chapters in your book is 12 Play, Chocolate Factory, the titles of this man's albums, and you want people to think it wasn't about R. Kelly? Come on, Cash. You got to be smarter than that, sweetheart. And you got to take accountability that you inserted yourself in Robert's life. You inserted yourself with these parents. Then when Angelo and them, when they was done with you and they threw you to the curb, you start trying to come back over to help R. Kelly. Girl, stop. Stop. And out of all of this, you didn't do no jail time. You didn't receive any consequences. You sitting somewhere with your feet up and your 30-inch hanging down your back. But you inserted all of these people's lives. Even what you did to Block Bender. You used that man. Because you wanted somebody to be able to go back and fight back and forth with Angelo. Nobody's dumb. Then you got a nerve to say on this thing that Larry helped you out. Then you went and worked with Larry. So I'm going to finish playing your audio because you won't distract me. No, the people going to hear this shit. No. No, you won't. You won't stop this. No, you won't. No, you will not. No, you will not. What you did to these people is insane. I don't know woman that play these grown men ass games. You put yourself in a real dangerous situation. But what I'm learning is all y'all that play like y'all from the streets. No, you're not. Because when y'all playing these street games, the first thing y'all do is y'all run back to go hide behind prosecutors and governments. It ain't no original one. This is the original one. And I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Sit back, put your feet up. Because if you're not going to be able to answer real grown women questions, then we can't speak, Cash. Because I got every word you said. I got every message that you typed in Instagram, and you swore up and down that you and your cousin didn't have anything to do with that fire. And you said that the prosecutors was playing us. And that's how they do stuff in indictments. And we'll see very soon that everything that they're saying is lies. How do you feel that you sat on this audio and said you set Don up? How do you feel about that? You said you gave the Rogers the text messages that Robert is trying to prove that he had a consensual relationship with Faith and new pictures. When we all seen Texas Black Diamond live, he never put out new pictures. It's the same photos that she had on her Instagram. But you sat up here and said, yeah, Rogers, when I knew that he did a bomb threat, that's why I went and gave you the text messages and stuff. That's why the mom went to the prosecutors and they started this witness intimidation stuff. You involved yourself. You talking about you playing him because you a journalist going undercover, but no, you was playing the man to go to jail. You were playing Robert to get more charges. You wasn't playing to try to get an exclusive journalist information. You got people charges and in jail. I went to your cousin Michael Williams' trial, and his sentencing, not his trial, his sentencing, you ain't even show up. You ain't even write a characteristic letter for your own cousin. That boy said at the sentencing he was high off cocaine. He never knew Azriel was at that house. So what was the real reason he went there? Because Azriel turned around the next day and said that he was sent to silence her from testifying. Now you got to take accountability somewhere. You just say, oh no, I did get too deep in this. I know for a fact that you also stayed in the trunk to try to be close to Robert's studio because you was trying to go give Robert, I guess, documents or something to prove what Angelo and them was doing or whatever, and Don intercepted it, but you actually stayed in the trunk in Chicago. Like you was playing a dangerous game, sweetheart. And out of all of this, because you got a pretty face and a nice body, you can get away with different things and you can play a role with the feds for you to get out of it. But you're not going to sit up here and say that you didn't say when you got in your cousin's truck with your coworker, Don called your phone and said, oh, what they was saying. They was scared. They was laughing. You said, oh, wow, you out of pocket. You said this 3 weeks before this man went to trial. So you said on a public platform that he called and told you he did it. That's what you said. So I know for a fact the feds had to contact you. And you had to tell them the same thing you said on a public platform. You didn't set Don up because you were trying to get journalistic exclusive. You got this man in jail. You could have just mind your business. That's what you could have did. If it wasn't no you, no Michael Williams, it wouldn't have been no Don sharing text messages with you and Don doing, because Don liked you. Tell the truth. That's why Don was sharing stuff with you and talking to you. Don wasn't just talking to you because you supposed to be a Don was liking you. You even was busting it up with Jasmine. That's not no journalist. You was being messy. And when it came down to charges popping up, you pleaded the fifth. And you start working with the government. It's an indictment. The reason why they said your cousin Michael Williams knew about Robert's case and the accusers, because when you went to the grand jury, he was standing in the hallway.
I embedded myself in something that was way deeper than me.
Right.
To get next to certain people, I said things, I did things that were not cool. My problem with you, the only reason I ever even spoke on you since we saw each other was that, like I said, it was told to me that you said things that, you said you didn't say. So,
right, it was the lifetime
said.
First of all, how did Faith Rogers' mom did not say it? I went to every trial. I went to every court date. I watched Surviving R. Kelly 3. They had a whole scene of your mugshot, Michael Williams, Don Russell. And the mom told the whole story about your cousin coming with a gun, Robert sending you, Don Russell, and Michael Williams to threaten her and her family. Your cousin came with the gun. You threatened Faith Rogers with the documents, in which I know that the mother came out and said, oh, it might have wasn't a gun. Oh, yeah, you didn't threaten her. But she said it in court. And she said it on Surviving R. Kelly 3. It wasn't no edited how they put it. She told the whole story. And they put your first and last name on Surviving R. Kelly 3. And they talked about you, Michael Williams, and Don. That's when Angelo, he started talking on the Surviving R. Kelly 3 about how y'all was trying to kill his whole family and that y'all did this all for R. Kelly. Faith Rogers' mom is lying. It's not no way they cut it. When she's sitting there with her mouth moving, with the words coming out of her mouth, that you were R. Kelly's publicist. That's why I can't deal with these people, because this is a lady that's supposed to be the pastor's wife. And she set up on this live and lied through the skin of her teeth and said she didn't say this to Surviving R. Kelly. She don't remember saying this at the trial. Oh, they just asked me that because they were trying to make a point that there was harassment going on. But she just said on this audio, oh, no, you didn't threaten. You didn't threaten. Well, why would she go and say you did threaten? And that you said, if you keep saying stuff about R. Kelly, we're going to put this out on you. That's what the mother said. And she said that's what made Faith go into a panic attack. But I want to know, why did Larry tell you, okay, did you ever get any jail time? Okay, did you ever get any charges? Didn't I look out for you? So you even was working with Larry, a man that inserted himself in the case, that went hard for parents that actually threw their daughter on Robert, but then he used this family and others to get his time lesson and openly snitched on not only stuff about R. Kelly's case, but his co-defendant. And he up here saying to you, didn't I look out for you, Kash? Didn't I do this? But this was the same dude that was slandering, defaming you. Well, I can't even say that because I don't know if some of the stuff he was saying about you was true or not. But I know he was dogging you out, Michael Williams, and was saying that you, Don Russell, all y'all was a part of this fire and all of this. But now y'all on the audio and he telling you, didn't I look out for you? Y'all play dangerous games, man.
Seen me in person. But one thing about me, if I have something to say, or if I say something, it's going to be the truth. First of all, I don't know these people. My family is very private. Right. So happened that my daughter, see, instead of bashing her, commend her that out of all these years and stuff been going on. But it took one little brown-skinned girl to say, he did that shit. You damn right, Mama Rogers. He did this to me. Right. Instead of you and black, brown girls standing behind this little girl, being a woman and trying to show this young little girl, you know what, baby? We really got your back. Right. We really got your back.
First of all, what young little girl when your daughter was Fucking before she met Robert? You forgot at the trial, Mrs. Rogers, where Robert lawyer brought up the situation about your daughter, ex-boyfriend running her over with a car. So she was already in the mix of drama, having sex with other people. She wasn't no virgin. She wasn't no little girl. Stop it. Robert ain't go searching for no Faith Rogers. Your daughter said at the trial, I take responsibility because I did start having sex with him. I did start messing with him on my own. He didn't force me. He didn't beat me up and make me. And even when she claimed that he threatened her with a gun, she got caught in that lie too, because a week later, she admitted she went and had sex with Robert in Dallas, Texas, after she claimed he threatened her with a gun. Who does that? Do you think I would tell my teenager to support and to look up to your daughter as a role model? Are you crazy? When you up here praising, oh, R. Kelly didn't get my daughter any boobs, but you're praising you and your pastor husband supporting your daughter to get titties, when you're running a church where you're supposed to let your daughter know that loving herself is the first priority. Which the thing she's born with, her natural breasts, her natural face. But instead, you're praising your daughter getting titties half naked on Instagram. That's the only time she's get attention. And you have a pastor husband and you the lady of the church, you on this live acting like you on the corner with a bandana on your head, Vaseline on your face, and sneaks like you ready to fight Kash, when you supposed to be lifting up Kash, telling her, you know what, baby girl, whatever happened, I'm not even worried about it. Let's move on. God loves everybody. God loves you. You're supposed to be talking to Kash as you claim she's one of your daughter age. Because I know you be looking at my daughter and checking her out. Just keep me and my family name out your mouth. Do you not know y'all will forever be talked about? Y'all made yourself public figures. You went on Surviving R. Kelly 3 and said, R. Kelly peoples came to your house. That's why you had to move. R. Kelly peoples threatened to do something to your church and all this lies. Then you were so messy, you took surviving R. Kelly, came to the court. You didn't even go to court that day. You stood outside on a bench while surviving R. Kelly's recording you talking to Lanita Carter while you stalking Glenda. Oh yeah, that's the lady right there that Jonjolin told me that's Joyce's handler. Well, guess what? She lied. That's not Joycelyn's handler. And that's defamation right there. You running with Jonjolin told you, telling Lanita Carter on a public documentary, and this girl could come out and sue all of y'all because she wasn't. So you went to the court to stand on a bench to record Glenda and tell Lanita Carter that's Joycelyn's handler. But you a lady of the church and you want somebody to respect you and your family? Why would you be outside the court while this is a serious thing going on? But you busting it up with Lanita Carter on FaceTime, recording Glenda, taking pictures of her, and they post this on Surviving R. Kelly 3. While your daughter in there testifying about something that's supposed to seriously happen to her, you got time to go to the court. The day you don't go in court, you got time to sit outside lean up on the bench while you busting up with another accuser that claimed he abused her. But y'all got time to talk about a R. Kelly supporter? And then Jonjolin and them lied to you because this lady is nowhere a handler or none of that of Joycelyn? And you want somebody to respect you and your family. You're not out here trying to uplift women and young girls and all. You going on Twitter talking about supporters, being all messy, being in these chats. You haven't moved on with your life yet. You still participating in all this YouTube stuff. You can't stop nobody from supporting R. Kelly. They're going to support him. We're going to support him for life. Move on with your life. Stop thinking that people supposed to support you, support your daughter. That's not how that go. The same way y'all don't support Robert. But I would think you being a part of church and have a church, that you will have better things to do than be on YouTube all up in the mess when you claim you just wanted this man to be convicted. He's convicted. Now, why you still in the mess? Why you on Twitter adding supporters? Oh, did y'all go pray to y'all God yet about helping him? Oh, false prophets. Watch out for them false prophets. No, watch out for you and your husband as a false prophet, because you done said over 15 lies on this audio. I watched you in court testify. I watched you on Surviving R. Kelly 3 say that Kash was a enabler and that she was a part of the threats and the witness intimidation against your daughter. And you told her that Lifetime edited and screwed it up. When it's coming out of your mouth, you're sitting there with that orange, yellow suit, and you even tried to cry. You even tried to cry. And you said your daughter called you and told you that Don Russell was about to Surviving Lives was about to put this stuff out about your daughter. But you didn't say that Kash gave it to you. You said your oldest daughter seen the post and they said, oh, tomorrow we're going to put everything out there about Faith. And the next day your daughter called you crying. Oh, they got Faith over there on their butt naked on Instagram. That's a lie, because Instagram not even going to let you post a picture butt naked. They will flag it from the rip. So that was a lie. But you never said Kash was the one who gave you heads up about the text messages and the photos that wasn't nude. Because if they were nude, why does Texas Black Diamond still have the video of the interview with her and Don with the text messages and the pictures?
But now y'all want to say she thinks she cute? Yes, she thinks she cute because she is.
Well, she's beautiful. Like, like, I'm like, she is cute. That's not.
A lot of these supporters out here are just haters,
you
man.
Want to say, R. Kelly didn't pay for face first job.
Who cares? You bragging about your daughter getting a breast job, and your daughter don't even have assets. You bragging about your daughter getting breast job. Your daughter don't got no degrees. You bragging about your daughter getting breast jobs. Your daughter don't got no businesses. Okay? So get your priorities straight, mommy. Go brag about her accomplishing something. Walking down the aisle, getting a degree, instead of for you posting up an award about her getting breasts. And you wonder why men are reaching out to her and trying to get her attention, because she's showing all this cleavage and she's showing a sign that says, I'm open for business.
Kelly and Charles Rogers did.
He only bought the two girls.
You know what he tried to give her? He tried to give her herpes.
Here we go.
That's what he gave.
He tried to give her herpes.
Yes, he did.
And no, and stop saying she got genital herpes. She does not.
Bingo.
But it don't matter. Right. He exposed her.
Bingo. You can't try to give somebody herpes. You can only give them herpes or not. You can't try. Oh, you almost did it. Dang, it just missed. You didn't give them to me. Oh, you almost it almost got me. The herpes almost got me, but you didn't give it to me. It's either he gave her herpes or he didn't. You testified that he gave your daughter herpes. We knew your daughter was lying when she told Dr. Oz, I got rid of the herpes when I Googled taking natural herbs. But Cannon came back and said, your daughter had herpes since 2013. The bumps on her lip. That's why you said she don't got genital herpes, because she got the cold sores.
He tried to give it to her.
He tried to give her herpes.
Right.
He exposed her.
Right.
I can't listen.
And that was enough for her to say, you know what? Let me step up. I thought all these folks before, little old them as whores, because they go out, they dress a certain way,
right,
whatever. And whoever decides to go do whatever they do, whatever, that's on them. That's their business.
Don't put your business in public.
My concern was Faith Rogers.
No, it wasn't.
Faith Rogers' concern when she came out was because she saw joy. And she did the right thing. And I would be a terrible parent.
So she did the right thing because she saw joy, but you don't know nothing that's going on in Joy's family. You didn't know what was going on in the Clarys because you supported them. All y'all did, and they was the main ones who sent their daughter in. Read the text messages. When the mother said, I think it's about time that you tell him your age, because he assumes that you're of age. That's why he's out in public doing things with you. Y'all all supported them Clarys. All of y'all stood by them. And all of y'all parents are the same, because Robert Sylvester Kelly didn't go looking for none of y'all daughters. All of y'all brought your daughters to them. And all the pictures prove it. Your oldest daughter got her cheek up against Robert's cheek closer than Faith. And at the end of the day, karma will see fit to everybody, because me having children and having daughters, and if I put my daughter in a situation where I'm putting her in a grown man's face and up there taking pictures with a grown man, because Faith don't sing or none of that. So what was her reason of chasing Robert? To have a celebrity little boyfriend that she could get fame and money and etc. from. But because she has a mind statement like Summer Bunny and them, go deal with these celebrity men, no matter if they married or whatever, so you can get the clout by saying you was with him. Faith recorded Robert saying that he's admitting giving her herpes when the man doesn't admit anything. And if he gave her herpes, why she just didn't say on the phone, I'm calling you because I got tested and I'm positive that you gave me herpes. Why she didn't just say that? She beating around the bush. Oh, I tried to tell you. Oh, this. Oh, this. If she was being harmed, he gave her herpes. Why would your daughter go to TMZ and not the authorities? But wait, she did go to the authorities in your hometown, Texas, right? And they didn't pursue the case because they said it wasn't enough evidence. She ran through damn near 3 lawyers. And the first lawyer, Lee Merritt, he tried to get $3 million out of Robert, and Faith lied on the stand and said she didn't know nothing about it. When Robert, in his defense, got the letter that Lee Merritt sent, asking for $3 million, saying that they would close the case, the civil case, and they would leave everything alone if he gave her $3 million. And she sat right in court and said she didn't know nothing about it.
On the decision she made when she made it.
That's right, Mama.
I wouldn't be that mother. But one thing about her mama and her daddy and her siblings, we're going to be right there with her.
Just like
I'm going to ride till I can't ride no more. And that's till death.
That's any
I'm riding for my children.
That's right.
I ain't riding with
nothing that's wrong. That I condone wrong because I don't.
Yes, you do.
She's 25 now. She was 19.
She was grown. She was grown.
Not 25.
You know what gets me? You know what gets me? When it comes to Robert, she was 19. She was 19. But your daughter was having sex before Robert. So she was 19 having sex with other men. You forgot about the boyfriend that tried to run her over with the car? Yeah, we heard all about it at the trial. So she's 19 when it comes to Robert. But she was 19 having sex with that other guy. But just because he's a regular Joe Bo, it ain't a big deal. Why you didn't take him to court? Because I know damn well a dude tried to run my daughter over with a car. Oh, it's going to be about something serious. I ain't about to focus on no Robert that my daughter willingly start dealing with him, sending them text messages. Hey, daddy, I miss you. Oh, this is what I'm wearing today. Oh, daddy, this is where I'm going today. Hey, daddy. I'm going after the dude that tried to run my daughter over with the car. I'm not going after the dude that my daughter voluntarily inserted herself in this man's life. But I'm going after the one that ran my daughter over with his car. But he never got charges for running your daughter over. But you focus on R. Kelly. But the father let a dude run his daughter over with his car. And y'all did nothing to that man. But y'all got so much energy for R. Kelly. Come on. Doesn't make any sense.
Because you're not grown
I
at
ain't
19.
never lie since day one.
You're not grown at 18.
That's right. And she got a better head on her shoulders now that she's 25.
Yeah,
she can see more.
We really don't need reach maturity as women till we 28, 29.
He writes up almost 30s.
Truth be told.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in a whole different generation and era from when I came. Because what I see today, ain't no way I would be doing it. But let these people live. Faith, like I said, Faith ain't riding on R. Kelly's name. Faith has a future.
Amen.
In 3 years, you don't see nothing she got on her page in relation to R. Kelly.
Right.
Nothing. Why?
But right after this audio, you and your daughter and your husband put on your best birthday outfits and went and sat up there and did Surviving R. Kelly 3. Make it make sense. Your daughter said she don't attend church. Your daughter said she locks herself in the house. Your daughter said even the year before she felt like committing suicide. Your daughter said she really wished she didn't get involved in this. Because now it's hard for her to even think about relationships because This is always going to be attached to her. But her parents pushed her to do this instead of letting your daughter go on with her life. And if you wanted to do the civil suit or whatever, whatever. Because at the end of the day, your daughter was grown. Your daughter made a choice. And ain't no way your daughter was threatened with a gun. Ain't no way Robert gave her herpes. But the first move y'all make is sending a audio to TMZ. And not the authorities. TMZ. And next thing you know, she got on her best birthday suit to go do all of these interviews. She ran through all these lawyers. Lee Merritt, the second lady, her lawyer, she got arrested for obstruction of justice. She got indicted. She got arrested the same day Faith and Robert had a court date. That's the second lawyer. Then now here comes Gloria Allred. Got her reading off a paper during a press conference. You dressed your daughter up in the flyest hairdo, blazers, and all this to go around the whole world to say, I'm a victim. But I volunteered to mess with this man. Me and my sister went to this man's concerts. I continued to write text messages. Hey, daddy, miss you, daddy, love you, daddy, when I'm going to see you. You don't see Robert in not one of those texts saying, you better call me daddy. You better send me pictures of what you're doing. Oh, put on a sweatsuit. Don't wear that stuff. She's sending them pictures of what she wearing today and all this. Oh, I miss you. I'm this, I'm that. You don't see him. You don't even see him sending her messages as much as she was sending him. He respond here and there, but she like sending threads. What you doing? You out? Hey, daddy, I've been texting you. You miss you miss me. I miss you. No, this is your daughter. And like Kash said, she said when she went to see him, he had a gun on the seat. So like he threatened her to stay there. She couldn't leave. So then she gets out of the situation. Do she go to the cops? No. Do she go make a police report right after that? He threatened her with the gun? No. But you know what she do? 7 days later, she catch up with Robert in Dallas, Texas, and have sex with him. Kash say, well, you just said he threatened you a week before. What made you get in the mood? Oh, this was a total different time. We was happy. Everything was good. We were cool. Everything was fine then. This was totally different. If somebody threatened me with a gun, 7 days later, I'm not about to go meet up and have sex with you. Because I'm scared. You threatened my life. I'm not going around you. That after you did it, to threaten me with a gun, after I get out of that situation, I got brothers, cousins, and nephews. I'm going to go get them. That day. That day. So you're not going to see me a week later having sex with you. What are we talking for? What do we got to talk about? This is how I know y'all play games. And I believe Tim Savage when he said, you told your daughter to go back and get some more stuff. Because one thing you didn't deny was the stuff that Tim Savage said in that audio. You said, I don't care about him saying he got 4 hours of recording. But you didn't deny him saying that you told your daughter to go back and get more stuff. And, oh, I agree with my daughter did for Joycelyn. Joycelyn is engaged to Robert. So you're going off of what Joycelyn doing and all this. Joycelyn ain't like the rest of these females. She didn't go lie on this man. She didn't go join the let's lie on R. Kelly campaign. Joycelyn wrote the judge and told her they portrayed me as a victim. I never said I was a victim. Joycelyn gave that man his respect of the things he did for her and other women and how he treated her and other women. Joycelyn's family exploited her on the internet in front of the world. They put their daughter in danger. The girl couldn't even go to the mall and stuff no more. That's why they were wearing hats. That's why they were wearing sweatsuits, because they were trying to disguise themselves so people wouldn't say, "Oh, that's the girl from the show that her parents said that R. Kelly told in her hostage." They couldn't go nowhere. Who puts their kid in that type of environment? Who goes on national TV and tell everybody my daughter burning, she got STDs? Then I got the audio where Joycelyn said, "My dad told me don't say nothing to R. Kelly because he going sue him and say he gave me an STD, and he told me don't say nothing to R. Kelly." Y'all had her lying. They had her lying to Robert, and y'all wonder why this man had trust issues. The parents had her lying to him, and then the parents was lying to her. Her own vocal coach. You supposed to be supporting Joy and being there for her. After she talked to you, you go get the recording of Tasha K. How is this helping? How are y'all any support of these women? All y'all do is run the Tasha K and run the TMZ, but y'all in harm's way. Y'all threaten. Y'all abuse. Not nobody at the trial bought photos of black eyes, photos of bruises, with as y'all say, broken skin. None of that. There wasn't no videos of Robert having sex with minors. That wasn't in the trial. Holly wearing heels and doing foreplay is not, "Oh, he's really spanking her, he beating her up." That wasn't that. Grown people know what foreplay is, and let's be clear, he was never charged for Holly. Holly wrote a letter to Robert saying, "They threatened me to testify. Even when I tried to get a lawyer, it was too late and the prosecutors threatened me." As Riel said on the documentary with Shabazz, "Oh, I seen a video of Holly." Oh, well, he showed me a video of him spanking Holly. And all of a sudden the video gets in the trial. Holly don't give them the video. Azriel gets Robert's phone when he gets arrested. Azriel is mad because she see emails of Robert and Joy and others. Azriel get mad because Tasha K gives Angelo, the Savages, Azriel, Robert's personal emails. Robert's personal emails with him and his lawyer, the BOP officer recording Robert and his lawyer conversations. "Hey, I'm not leaving Joy. I don't know what she's talking about, but I'm not leaving her." So it wasn't about Azriel being abused and she was a minor. She told Robert at the jail, "You just don't know. You just don't know what you did to yourself." So if she was saving Joy, why would she go to the Trump, the fighter, in front of the world? "Oh, you was having sex with me, Joy, while I was a minor." But she loved Joy. But she went there to get Joy. That doesn't even make sense. But she gets Joy arrested. Now Joy got a mugshot going around the world. And her parents, what they do, they run up to the court date after they knew Azriel attacked her. Azriel told Jaya Joycelyn was coming. What do? They go record in Robert's house. They go record in his bedroom, record in his bathroom, do all of this stuff. But y'all want people to think that this was about females that were being abused and that he took advantage of. When this man never climbed through nobody's window and take their daughter that got barrettes and ballies in their hair. This man ain't never, ever invade none of these women privacy. And when they were on tour buses and your daughter was waiting, because she chose to wait for this man while he's in a studio. The man stays in the studio damn near 24 hours. Some of these women chose to ride while he's on tour, to city to city, state to state. And like Diana Coben said, and they chose to sit up inside the Sprinter. They chose to go along with this man while he's working. Oh, he supposed to stop his show because you need to be you want him to come occupy you while you're in the Sprinter. You chose to come along with this man while he's working. And I sure don't understand how you get locked somewhere where you go press the button and take the child lock off, and put your finger in and open the door. I don't understand how you being locked in somewhere when you right there with your cell phone and could call the police. How? And again, Faith Rogers was grown. And she was having sex before R. Kelly. But they never took that guy to court or press charges. And he ran their daughter over with a car.
That she felt led to do, and closed out.
Right.
If we were trying to be those, they select, like they say, they just want this, they just want that. You don't see us all up into. You know what? When I went to New York to the sentencing, that was final for me.
Right.
Yes, I could have got in the cameras and said this, that, and the other. But for what? When I showed up in court, that was my statement.
Okay.
Right.
So how was that final for you, but then you went and did Surviving R. Kelly 3? Come on, lady. Come on. If you was done when the trial happened, you wouldn't have went and did Surviving R. Kelly 3. Back in the cameras. Back in front of the cameras. Then you got Lifetime following you the whole time, invading other people's privacy while they're attending the trial and supporting who they want to support. You on the phone with Lanita Carter pointing out Glenda. That's why if I was Glenda, I would be suing all of y'all down to Lifetime, Tamara Simmons, and everybody else, executive producers that was a part of that documentary. You didn't even ask this lady if she her handle or nothing. You on the phone telling a whole nother accuser who case got dropped, who got damn near $600,000 from Robert. Instead of for getting justice, she opt out for money. Lanita Carter, she's on a video talking about how she sucked DICK for a living. Boy. You're on there talking to her about Glenda, but you didn't ask Glenda, hey, it's rumors saying that this about you. No, you went on a national television documentary and said the girl was a handler. And you listened to these lying parents and you ran with it, but you the pastor's wife.
I don't need a camera. I'm fine. I don't need all that. I'm not interested. Did I get do it? Yes, I did.
And whoever had, I'm sorry, Mama. Whoever had that question saying about Mama Rogers said,
I can't listen to this lady no more. Let's finish with you, Cash. I won't be long. Because I'm going to show you your receipts, Cash, where you said that your cousin never did this and the truth is going to come out.
Faith didn't have herpes. No. Crazy people. So whoever said that, I just saw it.
Why are so worried about these women having herpes? Why are they worried about that?
Anyway, it doesn't matter, Miss Rogers. Miss Rogers, it doesn't matter.
Why would people not be worried? Your daughter went and told TMZ she had herpes.
That is true.
Right. She was about to apologize, Mama Rogers. Go ahead, Cash.
For what it's worth, anything that
I can't listen to that no more.
I just wonder.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just wonder.
Now let me say this. When I got involved and certain people, like you said, Tim said he was just saying it to try to get information or whatever. But when he did say certain things, I started thinking, well, wait, is he doing all of this new stuff that people are, is saying that he's doing? I did question that initially. But I only question it because, certain people were saying certain things.
Right.
But no, I don't.
I would think that in your findings, no matter whether it was new or what, morally, people have to have some morals. Whether it was 1992 and we're in 2022,
right?
his pattern hasn't changed.
That's right.
It was just different victims. That's and right. It wasn't just young women. It was he had a variety. He had a variety.
But you don't have one alleged victim, accuser, whatever y'all want to call them, that went to a police. How many women stayed for the luxury, for the money, for the fame, just to say they was R. Kelly's girlfriend? Where are the women before this man signed a record deal? Because I know a couple that he was dealing with before he signed a record deal. And to this day, they never came out here and said he was a pedophile, he abused them, none of that. And you know what gets me? All of the women who are doctors, who got businesses, like Sarah, another beautiful young woman who got her own Neek. All of these people, they never came out and said this stuff about them. And then when I look at all the women who don't got no businesses, who don't got no careers, who don't got no jobs, who depending on their mammy and daddy, ones jumping over his fence and all this, they the ones that's coming out with these allegations. Y'all see the difference here? All the ones that's broke down, don't got no careers, they got multiple kids that ain't by R. Kelly, that slept with multiple men before them, multiple men after them. They wait till they 35, 40, 50 years old, and then they claim R. Kelly did all of this, Even the, y'all call them young women, ones still living under mommy and daddy, the ones who ain't living under mommy and daddy, but they don't have no legit careers, they don't have no legit degrees. Some of them just graduated from high school, nothing further. Don't have no assets, don't have no businesses. They the ones that's coming at him with this. He abused me, he's a pedophile, he's this. But all the ones that got their shit together, they got their own. All the ones that understood when they got with him and he said, I deal with multiple women. I'm not locked in with just one. I have multiple girlfriends. They understood it. And they agreed if they wanted to go along with it or if they didn't. And I think the difference is because they wasn't going after him for fame, money. They genuinely liked him for him. You don't see them coming out doing that. They say all they want to say about Juice, Andrea Payton. She's been around Rob for 13 years. Born and raised in Chicago. Her mother loves Robert. Knows her family. And the two individuals I spoke to that's know her family, that's from the west side of Chicago. Well, as of now, she has 2 businesses. She graduated high school, got her college degree. Doing very good for herself. Her mom as well. They talked about her training everybody how to have sex with him, do this. She was never subpoenaed in court. She never was subpoenaed to come testify. She never worked with the authorities. They had her name all up in the indictment because of other people bringing up her name. But if they had true evidence that she was beating up women and training them to have sex and all that, like they said on tapes, she's the one who supposed to put Azriel in the bathtub after Robert beat her with a shoe and all this. No. Okay. Juice is living her best life. Juice wasn't subpoenaed. And when you see all the rest of these groupie ones trying to find their way, these are the ones that come around. They're the ones that continually stalk you on social media. They're the ones that continue to always want to go do an interview, get in front of the TV. Those the ones like Rashonda Landfair that had to file for bankruptcy in 2019. She moved out of Robert's mansion in 2011, admitted on the stand that she was having multiple sex acts with Robert's wife. The mother and the father continued to gain money off of Robert. The father worked with the man all the way to 2018 and even went to one of Robert's concerts in 2018 before he died. Nia. I don't understand how her family just let her fly over to Chicago from Atlanta.
As long as
and it's not nothing about it. Pauline, she admitted in court that she was dealing with Rashonda's cousin. That's who she lost her virginity to. Oh no, I didn't lose my virginity to R. Kelly. Jennifer Bongine, like, okay, that don't make it cool. You said you met Robert at 14. But you didn't lose your virginity to Robert? So damn, what, you was having sex since 12? Like, think about that. She messing with Rashonda's cousin. That was her first. And said she met Robert years after she was in a relationship with Rashonda's cousin. So it makes sense. She wouldn't have met Robert till about 17, 18, 19 years old. All that 14, 15, that's lies. She said Rashonda's cousin is who she lost her virginity with. And made it very clear, no, I did not lose my virginity with R. Kelly. But you want us to believe you met Robert at 14, but you didn't lose your virginity to him. So it was a whole nother dude. But you met Rob at 14. So you've been having sex since 13, 12, 11, 10, and they want to come say that, like, Robert is the reason why these girls are freaky and everything else. I got a video up of Pauline where the woman is in the back of her, taking her hand, sliding underneath Pauline's vagina in her butt. And Pauline is laughing and just dancing. And every time you look at Pauline's timeline, she's always in somebody's hotel, checking in, checking out. She's always flashing all this materialistic stuff, long weave, watches, and all that. She's running around city to city, state to state, just like Azriel was running to Dubai doing dates. They go get around these older guys, which they call tricking them for money, materialistic stuff, Gucci bags, Louis bags. And they take pictures of themselves like they on vacation. But little do you know, the old man is somewhere in the vicinity. They just don't put him in the picture. And she's coming in and out of all these hotels every other week. And probably got the total, like, 2 pictures of their kids. Rashonda got a whole baby father, dark-skinned boy, that was at the baby shower. This man got her in court begging the prosecutors to put his son in a house. She's begging the prosecutors for Section 8 when she just laid down and let a man nut in her and put a baby in her. And he can't even provide a place for his son and his child's mother to live. While she's bringing her issues to Robert because her baby father ain't shit. Think about this shit. Like, why would Robert even be in your vocabulary? You just laid in and had a baby. That dude should be putting you in a home. That dude should be making sure financially you and his son is good. But you up in the trial talking about, oh, restitution, you need child care, you need this for the baby. That ain't Robert's son. You stupid. And what makes me even mad is, like, Rashonda, another person. The mom specifically said he never threatened us. Faith Rogers' mom said, oh, and he sent that girl and her family away. No, he didn't. You should have went to the trial. You would have heard what happened. Her father went to McDavid and asked McDavid, could he borrow some money to take his family on a vacation? Because he was tired of hearing all the media stuff and everything, so he wanted to take his family on a vacation. They went in 2002, not because Robert gave him the money, not because Robert told him to do it. Robert didn't threaten them, nothing. That was lies. But see, y'all keep spreading a lie, but then y'all don't go research to get the truth. But in court, the father asked McDavid to borrow funds to go on vacation with him, his wife, and his daughter. In 2002, they came back several weeks after that. Robert went to trial in 2008. They were in the Chicago during his trial. They weren't hiding nowhere during his trial. They weren't threatened to go hide anywhere. They were not threatened to lie to the grand jury. They were not threatened to lie to police officers. They were not threatened to lie to DHS. She said they lied because they lied. Robert never threatened them to lie to authorities. And this the same person, Rashonda, who basically, in my opinion, is just like the Clarys, just like the Rogers, all of these parents, especially the ones that claim they got talent. Notice that none of these parents took their daughters to female producers or female artists. Notice none of these fathers went to Robert and said, his team, how much to get my daughter a song, if you can be on the credits or if you can be on the chorus or how much. And do you think that they went at Robert's team with some money to advance their daughters' music careers? No. Everybody took their daughters' bodies, took their daughter, put them on the stage, make sure they right in front of R. Kelly. The Savages still won't tell the truth that they left their 18 and 15-year-old daughter with KG until 6 o'clock the next morning after Robert's concert. When KG called Tim Savage, he didn't answer. Tim Savage called his daughter back. Tell him do not take y'all to the house because we aren't there. We will be to get y'all by 6. No, he said 4. He said because we're nowhere near the house. We're out having drinks. Jaya was 15. Joycelyn was 18. So right then and there, Jaya was a minor. Right then and there, this is how they was setting up Robert friends. KG get them into the concert because the Savages asked. KG don't know that girl was 15. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Because when you're a tour manager, you don't have to give out tickets. You bring your people in the door with you and put them up on the stage. That's why Robert said he asked my employee to put his daughter up on the stage and make sure she's always close to R. Kelly on the stage. He said, I didn't go looking for no Jocelyn Savage. Her father said to put her all the way on the stage. So, instead of picking their daughters up when the show was over, like normal parents, they let the nerve to call their daughters and tell them, y'all gonna stay with this grown man that's a stranger that we don't know. We'll be there to get y'all 4 o'clock in the morning. And didn't even show up at 4. They didn't show up till 6 o'clock the next morning. And these is parents that the Rogers is taking up for. These is all the parents that hang out with each other. And I was always taught, all of these people that flock together, y'all know the rest. The Savages left their 18 and 15-year-old minor daughter with Robert's tour manager KG at the concert and didn't pick them up until 6 o'clock a.m. the next day. KG didn't go looking for no Joycelyn Savage. KG didn't say, hey, let me get your daughters. Give me your daughters. No. They asked for tickets. Why didn't Tim go to the concert with Joycelyn? Why didn't the mom go with Joycelyn? The 15-year-old sister could have stayed back. But I believe right then and there they had a motive then by sending the 15-year-old, knowing that the concert was 18 and up, 21 to drink. If anything would have happened in that club that night and they had to card everybody, they would have been it would have been so messed up because, again, KG doesn't know that these parents are asking to get their daughter in the concert and that they will be asking for 15-year-olds. Okay? Then you got Tim and them saying that Joycelyn is talented and all this, that, and the third. But if they were so concerned about Joycelyn's career, Daddy would have went to the concert with her or Mommy. And the first thing Timothy Savage would have did was put that money behind his daughter's career. What did y'all expect by sending y'all daughters to this man concert, telling y'all daughters to seduce him, get him under a spell, taking pictures with him, while Faith Rogers' other sister putting her cheek all up on his cheek and all that, the flirtation stuff? What did you expect out of this man to get your daughter a record deal? Robert doesn't work for a label. He's under one. Robert is not a manager. He has one. Robert produce and write music for other artists when you pay your money. So what did you expect this man to do for your daughters musically, and you had no money? What? How was the music going to get exchanged? There's no money being involved. So if you only pushing your daughters, that's why he said they tried to sell their daughters to me. Because you tried to exchange your daughters for a music career. Why did you think this man owed you or your daughters because they cute? Oh, he just that nice. Oh, I'm gonna get them signed a $10 million deal and get them in a record deal, and I'm gonna get them all because they so cute and because y'all are nice parents. I'm going to just get your daughter signed to a label, and I'm gonna give them a whole 8-song album, and I'm gonna do about 4, 5, 6 verses on each of the songs. I got you. What? So, what did y'all expect to exchange? That's why he said y'all sold your daughters. Because y'all expected for this man to give them music careers in exchange because y'all knew, y'all researched that this man was being accused of messing with minors. Y'all knew what y'all was doing. As Riel's mom says in the text message, oh, he liked you not because you was looking all grown and all that. He liked you because you look young and innocent. You make sure you bite your lip and sit on his lap and grab him by his face and make sure you kiss him. And telling them, oh, Capricorns, they like to have sex slow when they're being intimate. Oh, I had a dream that you were pregnant and you had this cute little pudgy stomach. And Robert was so happy. And let's make this clear for all of y'all that want to take up for Angelo. Alice Clary said Angelo was beating her ass for years, cheating on her for years. And she told Azriel, I was only waiting for you to graduate and I'm out of here. I'm tired of living the lies. And when that other person came out and said that when she was on the phone with Angelo, when he choked Alice up, he knocked Alice's teeth out after, I guess, somebody's wedding or something. That's why they said her top teeth, why they look so big like that, because they fake. He choked Azriel out in a car one time on the phone with somebody else. And that's why the mother said he's been abusing her for years and cheating on her for years. Wasn't no happy home. It's been toxic. Azriel tells that her father touched her. That's why she was not able to live with him in the same house. And when I noticed, I'm like, wait a minute. Ever since she did go back to her mom sleeping in that back room with that closet, he was not there. He claimed he got a truck business and he riding on his truck and sleeping in the back of his truck. But they made so much of a fuss that they wanted Azriel home, back to their home. Him and his wife, his other kids, they home. But he never resided nowhere that Azriel was sleeping at. That's why he was heavy supporting her getting her apartment. I believe Azriel was right. She even showed the individuals the charges. She said, me and my dad can't live in the same house because he touched me. And when the mom's saying that he abused her for years, he cheated on her for years, all of it's making sense. And for ISIS to come out here and take up for her mom, well, ISIS in the text messages, the mom said, don't tell you. Don't tell ISIS. So The Rogers, the Savages, all of y'all was in cahoots. And you ain't gonna hang around nobody that's doing this to their child if you ain't doing this to your child. All of y'all tried to do business things. All of y'all tried to up your businesses. Everybody that came at him, these ones, they trying to get their church reconstructed, and this one trying to get him to buy the clothing out of their J Savage collections. This one trying to do his lights. The mother trying to be his driver. Azriel's trying to tell him, "Oh yeah, fire Cheryl Mack, give my mom a job." I mean, bum fathers. I know Robert felt so bad when he seen that these fathers was begging for jobs and begging to put the I mean, just I mean, I don't even got a countdown on how much of the begging they was doing, but as a father, and you're throwing your daughter in Robert's face and approving of some type of relationship so that she can get ahead in the music and a record deal, but you're begging this man to promote your business. You're begging this man. Yo, this is sick, man. It's just sick. It's sick. And I don't think, let me see this. I don't think that some of their intentions coming in was that, but I believe, like somebody said the other day, we don't know the backgrounds of these mothers and what they was doing when they were teenagers and they was in their 20s, and what their mothers was doing. This might be a family thing to go seek out the man with the money and put the daughter on a man with the money so you could get further in life, and he can have stability and buy you stuff. And because the route that Faith is going, any man she ever get with is going to be all about materialistic stuff, and the girl's never going to be independent. And any man who do still try to talk to her, whatever, she's right. She's always going to have this jacket beside her. But a lot of men's not going to trust her. Nah. Nope. Just like Azriel, a lot of men ain't going to trust in the industry. No. Hell no. You know how much women these artists be having on their tour buses for fun and having what is it? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even see that. What'd she say? I didn't even see this.
He could get away with it. He did.
And if it was he chose the younger girl because he knew they were naive,
right,
and not as experienced,
right.
He knew that.
Right.
We all know how to manipulate people.
Right, but he perfected it over the years. He perfected his craft.
He could manipulate with the fact that, oh, I can go buy you a purse. Well, see, he couldn't do that to Faith Rogers.
Right.
Faith Rogers was a challenge for him.
Right.
No. He couldn't buy Faith Rogers a purse, but she gave up the PUSSY. What is it to buy after that? Once a man see that, you quickly give him that. There's no mystery after that. There's no mystery. It's nothing to be how they call that? My grandpa used to always say this. A man loves a mystery when it comes to women. And once you give up that your secret mystery, is nothing else for them to be mysterious about. You got your golden cookie. So it's obvious, you know, that she definitely wasn't taught well with that. And you want to sit up here and say he didn't have to buy her a purse. What do you think that he was doing when he's paying for hotels and she's flying and doing all that? What do you think that is? What do you think dinners and paying for the food? What do you think that is? Come on, what are you talking about? What do you think it is when you and your daughter is in a civil suit right now trying to sue for millions of dollars? What do you think that is? If y'all was bosses the way you claim, you wouldn't be up in a civil suit trying to sue. Because remember, y'all got that money. He can't do that to y'all. I can't hear her no more. I'm trying to listen to
Faith Rogers say her mommy.
This Larry thing, because I thought Faith Rogers' mom said a long time ago she was done.
I've explained to you what you thought was done, and that did not take place.
Because this mother, she can't help but lie.
Right.
All she do is lie.
Kash, you still with us?
Just like she attacked Sylvia.
Okay, so that's good.
Okay, here we go.
I had a little bit something to do with that.
Here we go. This is Larry and Kash.
How long did you know about the text messages before we all did? Because I'm thinking the reason I'm asking you this is because I had conversations with you.
Here we go.
And you told me that
But
this is Kash also dealing with Larry.
It just became too much. And it became too much very quickly.
Right. I can imagine.
And it became too much with Don. That's where the too much happened.
But you inserted yourself in Don's life. You could have just walked away and told Don, I don't want to be a part of none of this. But instead, you was working with the parents. But you claim you was coming undercover as a journalist. But to me, your actions act like an informant. But shout out to everybody who hit the like button. For some of y'all that don't know, this channel is monetized. Y'all know I don't ask y'all for anything, but now the channel's monetized. You can either hit the bottom of the chat where you can send, I think it's like a special thanks thing, and dang, I don't even know what the hell is at the bottom of the screen. I think it's like super chat stuff. Or if you want to send a Cash App, I appreciate you. Because one thing and two things for certain over here, I'm not just going to lie on you, Cash. I'm going to give the people what you said. And did I ever say that Don Russell did make a lot of mistakes in this? He did. But I don't feel for no man to be taken away from his family when he got children and things of that nature, especially when a black woman plays a part of taking down our black men, but then you celebrate like it's a good thing. Oh, I was playing Don the whole time. I was setting him up, and you're bragging about this stuff. Like some of y'all don't pay attention that the things that y'all do can get these black men killed, black men in jail, took them from their families, make them lose all of their finances. The business falls, all because some of them like y'all, and then they wind up wanting to be with y'all, and the whole time y'all playing them. And this is supposed to be our black brothers, man. This ain't got nothing to do with you trying to be a journalist and get exclusive information. It has nothing to do with that. Because when you got over here with Larry and them, now you throwing it out there. Oh, I was setting them up. I was like, that's cool. Like he went and got you and asked you, can you come in his life and set me up? You inserted yourself. You didn't think you did enough by what you was doing to Robert? I guess that wasn't enough because when you fell out with Angelo, now you go act like you're trying to help Robert. Like it's sad, and I don't understand why Don did this interview that he did, and Texas Black Diamond saying he's hurt, and he has every right to be hurt, but not at Robert. Because one thing and two things for certain, Robert didn't do nothing to none of y'all. Even you, Cash, you're going to say that you told Robert that you wrote the book, and that you're sorry. You never thought about it hurting anybody or nobody's life. And I don't understand how you didn't think right in that book right before that man went to trial that I didn't think about this hurting nobody. How? You're basically saying in the book you used R. Kelly's album titles, Cash. Why would you think that people wasn't going to think it was Robert? You used the man album titles, and you better hope that you don't get sued for that because you took this man album titles and put it in your book. If I'm not mistaken, that got to be some type of copyright infringement because you took the title of his albums, put it as the chapters of your book, and you want people to assume it's not about Robert, and said that this person beat you, made you have sex with other people, made you put items in his butt and all this. The same script from Geronda Pace's book. You said you only put the 2016 copyright because you wanted people to think you been wrote the book, but you really wrote the book in 2018, and it took you 7 days to write the book. And then you said a couple years ago, oh, I didn't put out a second version. I got the receipt here where you said, I've been getting a lot of feedback from you guys for Daddy's Little Freak, and you guys wanted the second version. I was going to do I think you said you was going to do a documentary or you was going to do something. But here you guys go. Here's this the second version of Daddy's Little Freak. Is this fake Rogers mom? Yep, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Kelly Rogers. Now, what does this say? I hear crickets. Ask Sylvia to ask the pastor if God came back and said he was guilty. False prophet all day. Be careful who you are listening to. So again, that was Kelly Rogers. And that's her asking Sylvia, did God come back and said he was guilty? Talking about R. Kelly. I hear crickets. Now, what pastor's wife that's in the church that claims her daughter was abused and Robert tried to give her herpes, what first lady is going to be acting this way on Twitter, on any social media? Because I don't know one. And this was in 2021 of September. Twitter from phone. Kelly Rogers. I know it's a little blurry for y'all, but it's real. So calling out R. Kelly supporters by their names, mixing this up with God. I hear crickets, false prophets, talking about R. Kelly being guilty and all this. Why are you so invested? But then you want to say that people attacking your family? Well, here Sylvia can say that you were attacking her. And the people that follow you, right there, you could cause a problem. And people start attacking her because you attacking her. Because you put her name in title. Same way you did on Black CEO channel. We all on his live. You come in talking about, oh, that live you did, that's nothing but lies. How you going to tell somebody what's lies when we playing y'all stuff? When we playing what comes out of y'all mouth? When I'm showing right now your tweet. But I guess you're going to say Lifetime. No, they put that tweet out. I didn't do that. Lifetime put that tweet out. That wasn't me. But that's what I mean right there. Too much involved for somebody that claims that they want peace and they want to move on with their life and their daughter and leave their daughter name out of people's mouth. Well, I'm sorry, but even people over in Utah somewhere is going to be speaking on you and your family because this went international. So it's like too late to say you don't want nobody speaking on your family. You want to go viral. You went on a public platform that was played throughout the world. Sorry, Mrs. Rogers, but people gonna forever speak on you and your family. Some people just catching up on the surviving R. Kelly. Some people just get into the second version. Some people just get into 3. Some people just get into the interviews where Faith Rogers said she ate a roach for what, $50, $20. So once people see the documentary, now they're gonna go be invested in the rest of your daughter interviews, in the rest of your interviews. They probably gonna be invested in with your church because you're saying you're a pastor, like all of that stuff. So here we go, Cash. You said, but you said you didn't say this. I mean, you said you didn't put a second version out. Well, somebody said that you said this, but I hope the person is in the bushes so they can see here, like I told them before, you did. You put out the second version of Daddy's Little Freak right before Robert's New York trial. You said the story everyone's been asking about. I thought long and hard about releasing the Girl series with the saga still Daddy's Girl, with the saga still continuing, documentaries appearing on Netflix, and trials is approaching. But I received your emails, every request, and every inquiry into Ray. So consider this my gift to you. The wait is over. And you see what she say? Daddy's Girl series with the saga still continuing, documentaries appearing on Netflix, and trials are approaching. But I received your emails, every request, and every inquiry into Ray. So I consider this gift to you. The wait is over. So even though she knew that Robert had trials coming up and all this, and that they'll be using this book against him because a lot of things in that book these women sat on the stand and said. They did. So why would you do that? But I forgot you said you didn't know that the book was going to hurt anybody lives, and you didn't pay attention how your book would do any harm to anybody. You didn't understand it, right? Where is it?